You think you don't know what to do, that you're waiting for clarity, for a sign, for the right answer to click. But the truth is, you're not confused because you don't know. You're confused because you don't trust what you already know. Confusion is rarely about not having options. Fear of failure, fear of judgment. It's about fear of picking the wrong one. So instead of choosing, you hesitate, you overanalyze, you second guess. And that loop feels like confusion. But it's really self-doubt wearing a disguise. You already have instincts, gut feelings, moments of clarity. But they don't last because the moment they show up, your mind starts asking, what if that's not right? What will people think? What if I regret this later? And just like that, the fog rolls in again. But here's the hard truth. It comes from trusting more. Clarity doesn't come from thinking more. When you're always seeking more answers, more opinions, more certainty, you drown your own voice in noise. You don't get clearer. You get quieter. And the more you do it, the more you train your brain to doubt itself. That's why you feel stuck all the time. That's why every decision feels heavy. Because you've built a habit of not listening to yourself. So how do you fix that? You start by asking better questions. Not what's the perfect choice, but what feels aligned with who I'm becoming. Not what will people approve of, but what can I live with in 5 years? Confusion melts when the question shifts from being right to being real. You don't need another list of pros and cons. When you stop performing for the world and start honoring your own direction, clarity shows up, quietly, confidently. And yes, it's still scary, by the version of you that's afraid to let go. But it's a clean fear, not the anxious, tangled, exhausting confusion you're used to. It's the kind of fear that lives next to growth, not behind a wall of indecision. You don't need more time. You need to say yes to what you already know, and stop asking for permission to trust yourself. Because the real reason you're confused is because the version of you that's ready to move forward is being held hostage, so let go. Let go of the need for certainty. Let go of the habit of waiting. Let go of the belief that someone else knows better. You are not confused. You are just afraid to act on what you already feel is true. And the longer you wait, the louder the fear gets. But the moment you move, clarity returns. Not because you finally figured it out, but because you finally trusted yourself enough to begin.